Hey, what's going on, enthusiastic Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today on something. Let's show off a classic, a Tag Team All Stars classic. We got Red's Challenge featuring Bulbasaur front and center. Why Bulbasaur? This is manga accurate Red, where he actually picks a Bulbasaur as a starter. He has a Poliwag as his first Pokemon. He evolves into Poliwhirl eventually. Great stuff, the manga. If you actually haven't picked it up or read it, you can find it online. You can find your local Barnes and Nobles. I actually have them over here. They're great. Top tier stuff, the manga. It's a good way to actually still enjoy the Pokemon franchise. The scalpers are still whooping our asses out here. I'm just saying, if you can't get some stuff, there's other ways to do things. You got Funko Pops too. I know they're lame as hell, but they do exist. Other stuff's out there. Manga, top tier stuff. Actually pick some of that stuff up if you never read it. It's a really good read. Some really wacky stuff happens in the mangas all across all the different generations. So, want to talk about content for a second. Want to talk about people's content, all right? I'm going to be going in a little bit of it. It's not all bad. But I've been watching a lot of content lately. Why have I been watching a lot of content? I work a lot. When I'm working a lot, sometimes my job in particular, I have to wait for other people. I work the night shifts, and the night shifts, there's not really a lot to do when you're not working. There's no one there. There's not much stuff open. All you can do is sit there and wait for people to do stuff and watch people's content. The Pokemon space is booming for content right now. I never run out of anything. I watch plenty of other stuff too. But man, Pokemon content is my one true blue, baby. That's where I fucking like it. There's so much new Pokemon content here. So many creators. We got more people hopping in commentary. We got more people doing openings. We got songs. We got sketches. We got all kinds of goofy things. We got all kinds of different product shows of stuff that I've never seen before. Vlogs, Japan stuff. There's all kinds of things. Like Pokemon all over the world, all different language things, and you can just watch all the different people do it. You got celebrities stepping in, you got all kinds of crossovers. It is just the content flow. It's coming from the mountain. You can drink it fresh from the source every day, baby. Now, with that, I've been watching a lot of good stuff. There's so many great people that are stepping in here and so many different trends. Shorts are popping off, lives are popping off, people are actually doing better rips, and people are figuring stuff out, right? Lots of stuff here, lots of people. But with that, there's a lot of people in here that are just making some slop content, just some actual slop that just doesn't do anything for anybody. And that's the content I've been seeing kind of showing up a little bit more lately. I think it's for a couple reasons. So it's when I say slop, I mean it's just literally content where it's like someone's just like opening a pack and they're like, let's get the bag, let's get this stuff, my guy, let's open this car. And it's not even just people that are money oriented, it's people that just like don't know how to like film a video. And that's fine, especially if you're brand new. So let me tell you, okay, I'm gonna be ripping into some people's content. My first videos absolutely suck dick. They are fucking awful. They're no good. And if you go back and watch those, you're going to be cringing your ass off. And I don't mean the ones on this channel, okay? I mean the ones I made way back when. The ones that like you probably can't even find anymore, okay? I know shit, so I can criticize shit, okay? I have made shit, so therefore I can look at shit and recognize it, okay? I know what I'm looking at when it comes to this type of content, all right? And I'm seeing a lot of it pop up. There's like two big reasons why I think it's popping up. Number one, I think there's a lot of people here who just don't know what they're doing because they're just trying to step in here to get Pokemon views, clicks, and all that stuff, right? They think they can kind of do the same thing, especially previous creators. They can do the exact same thing they did in other spaces, but that doesn't necessarily translate over here to Pokemon, especially if you're new, you're unknowledgeable, you're not really too sure what you're looking at. It comes off really quickly, and if people try to bullshit that, then it really comes off bad, especially like with all the stuff going on. Pokemon tensions are high. Product getting stuff is kind of weird. Most people are having to overpay, and if there's somebody with content, they're opening it up, they got the product, and they don't know what they're looking at, and they just kind of look like an idiot. It's just one of those things where Pokemon people are going to just roast the hell out of stuff. It is what it is. We got a lot of adults here that are pretty good at roasting. My comment section is full of them, and it's just not going to slow down if you know what you're doing. It's inexperience, not knowing what you're doing. You kind of don't have a lot of like experience talking when you're opening packs or doing whatever the hell it is. But those two things are fixable, okay? That once again, there's nothing wrong with that. You can fix that as practice goes on. I'm 100% proof it. I don't know why people listen to me and my rantings and all the crazy bullshit that comes out of my head, but people do, and I guess I don't know what it is. I thank you guys every day, but if I can make content, anybody can make content. If you're new, keep trying stuff, keep trying to fill things out, but like don't fall into this part right here because I've watched people do this, and this is not just brand new people. There is big content creators that fall into this category too, man. You really have to want to be here. And I don't know how else to like make that make sense other than you can't just have a foot in here purely for the sake of making content for views and clicks because it's just going to come off really disingenuous, especially if you're kind of doing challenges or you're trying to make big feats and stuff like that. So one of the things that have popped off lately is people opening a pack a day, a booster pack a day, a Funko Pop a day, an asshole a day, right? You're just opening up stuff every single day. Booster packs, for example. There's people that open a single pack every single day for a year. I believe Powder was the first person I saw doing it, and then Alex Ketchum and then Deep Pocket Monsters, they kind of popularized a little bit further, and then it spread like wildfire, and everybody and their mom was making content opening packs. It's great, right? There's awesome stuff with that. There's some good things that come out of it. There's some people that are very creative, some people that put their passion into it, and no matter how many views it gets, it seems like people are just overall grateful that people are giving their time, they can open packs, and somebody gives a shit that you're doing it. Because it really sucks making content, and no one cares that you're doing it. See, people can dislike you, people can like you, but the worst thing that can ever happen to you making content is nobody caring. Like, no one even giving a single fuck that you exist making content. That's the worst. You can be disliked. Being disliked is far better than nobody caring. But man, I am watching people just make content and they don't want to be here. There's big dogs that are guilty of this too. Not just the usual people that you can think of, not just the same people we've talked about before, okay? It's everybody kind of big that's been doing this for a while that clearly isn't about this place anymore, that clearly is only doing it basically to upload a video a day, a video a week, 3 videos a day. Like, it's basically a schedule at that point. For me personally, this is the best part of my day, is recording videos. I get to fucking decompress, I get to hang out, I get to talk Pokemon. I fucking love talking Pokemon. I could talk about Pokemon for hours and hours and hours, to the point where coworkers and friends outside of this stuff, I probably annoy the shit out of them, because I talk about Pokemon quite a bit. I have like a little card and stuff on my desk. It's always something I'm down to talk about. I'm down to talk about fishing and sports and cars too, just as much as anybody. Like, hey man, you won't shut me up about some Pikachu stuff, okay? I'm just saying that right now. But there's people that are here and they don't want to be here, and you can tell by their openings. So long form content especially, I've noticed this, right? So you got an 18-minute video. Let's use Glory of Team Rocket, for example. Just the newest set that everybody's cracking open. Forget shorts, we'll come to that here in a second. Long form content where you have 18 fucking minutes to entertain somebody, all right? You got 22 minutes where you got to be entertained. That's tough when you're opening a booster box, especially if you don't like what you're looking at. Japanese especially, since we're talking about Glory of Team Rocket, just a lack of knowledge and the lack of even wanting to know what you're looking at, that comes off very it's like, oh, it's fine, I'll go through the people will like this because it's the new set, it's just what it is, people want to see this, they'll be talk about fucking. But of course people know certain things, and it's not really so bad if you don't know every Pokemon. That's not necessarily the problem, but you should probably know something, right? You should be a little knowledgeable about Pokemon, unless you're brand new, unless you're stepping in. Brand new people, they're just kind of awkward usually. They're not usually like, oh, I've seen this all before, I don't know this Jedi fucker. Like, unenthusiastic. It's kind of hard. Once you see it, you know what it is, right? Once you see it once, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where they're just like, fuck this shit, right? Basically, like, these 18-minute uploads have like 3 major parts that could honestly be condensed to a short. They have the actual box itself. They have where they talk about 1 or 2 particular cards, because the rest of it's just filler garbage. All the other cards in the set, hey, we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. We gotta find our SR, we gotta find our SAR, we gotta find what's in there. It's in, like, English too, right? But at least people can read English. At least people here, when they're making content, they can read the cards, right? You got those 2 things, and then you got your big pull of a Japanese box. Sometimes they're heavy, sometimes you can get 2, but you got those. And if people aren't happy about that card that they pull, the big card, whether it's a full art, an alt art, or whatever the hell it was, they didn't get the actual chase card they were looking for, that's going to kind of come off in the video as well. It's okay to not like the card, but you can kind of tell, versus like people that are like, man, I kind of already have that card, I kind of want something else, versus people are like, I spent $180 a box and I pulled this shit. And just unenthusiastic. They're not talking about the cards. They're not doing Max Mofo like fucking rants where they're talking about cards and like the goofy art, giving them personality, giving stories. That was one of the best things about Max, was how animated he was talking about Pokemon cards. Just going in, the old Slowpoke he found, the spaghetti stained Slowpoke, was that the fossil one? I think it was the fossil Slowpoke that he found, one of those bullshit MJ Holding like bulk boxes or something. He could go into that. He could talk about all the different arts. It didn't necessarily matter. He loved the good chase cards, but man, did he love talking about goofy art. And yeah, his favorites, he loved the little fucking Clado or the hacky sack ones. They were his absolute favorite. I always loved just hearing him talk about that. Him roasting some of the Pokemon cards, and him just having an overall good time opening the stuff up because he genuinely just likes opening Pokemon cards. You don't get that from a lot of people anymore. There's still some people that do long form content. It's hard. But it's harder when you don't really like what you're doing, and this is just a fucking scheduled obligation for you to upload Pokemon content because that's the hot thing to do, because Pokemon fucking content gets you fucking clicks. And it's very clear sometimes that that's all it is for some people. For shorts too, man, especially when you're going and doing that 365-day trend thing like that, and you're kind of running out of steam, you're running out of ideas, you're not getting pulls. I mean, sometimes you can just open 20, 30 packs in a row, and you can get absolutely nothing. You can get hosed. You get fucking slapped across the face with these set pulls, right? Especially Evolving Skies, for some of the people who are doing that. You money bags or you savers that did that, I salute you for having that shit every single day. But that's got to be draining, because there's going to be days where it really pays off, but those other fucking 200 days it doesn't. I mean, you better be doing something entertaining. Some people literally just drop the pack in and they just start opening it. They don't even really say like a couple words. All right, guys, we got Evolving Skies for a day. And it's okay if you want to upload that content. It's okay. But a lot of these people that make like that really cookie cutter, no personality content, they wonder why their stuff doesn't pop off. And it's like, well, because you didn't really try. You're not putting any effort into what you're doing. You're literally fucking sitting there, opening the pack and be like, where's my money? Where's my clicks? Come on, guys. Come on, I want Deep Pocket Monster views now. I want PokeRev views now. Please, fucking give me them now. I'm opening the packs, right? I've got, oh, it's a vintage pack. How come I've only got 20 views on it? It's like, because you're not enthusiastic. You don't even like what you're doing. You're just sitting in front of the camera doing that stuff. If you're new, this isn't you. But I know some people see it where people are just going through the motions. They're like, oh, fucking 151 packs. Oh, we're opening fucking base set Scarlet Violet now. Oh, Surging Sparks. Let's get it going. We gotta look for the Pikachu. And they're just fucking flicking the card. They don't even care what's in the pack. All they care about is what that back card is, man. And you can only watch that kind of content so much before it gets really old. It gets really monotonous. And quite frankly, it just fucking pisses you off that someone's opening Pokemon cards as a job, as a fucking thing. And they're just sitting there going like, oh, fuck. It's like, come on, man. You get to open cards, and a lot of people do this for a living, whether it's like a business, a resale, a store, or they just make content full time, man. It's the dream, right? That's the thing. And to basically take it for granted, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. I love making content. I really do. I love fucking yapping. I love just talking for hours about just specific things here. And it just really shows me some motherfuckers hate this spot. And this is just a money pool for them, a place to milk all the delicious Meltank Moo milk out of until they can fucking make it out of here, get enough money to go back into whatever they're doing, sports cards or crypto or their mom's couch. I'm not too sure. So it really kind of goes all over the place sometimes. If you're going to make content and you're making content currently now and you're just kind of going through the motions, people see it. People see what's going on. Once again, this isn't anybody in particular. Big and small, I've seen it across the board. People watch it, man. People see it, and it really rubs off, and people are just going to find younger, fresher, more hungry people that can do what you're doing, but have the passion to do it, or at least be funny about it, or at least have some kind of fucking hook about it, at least, like, try to reel something in, try to open booster packs in, like, weird places. They're inside their fucking air ventilation system at work, just opening stuff up. They're underneath a house looking for fucking rats or anything like that, trying to exterminate, and they're opening Pokemon card packs. They're skydiving, and they're opening Pokemon. Even people at raves. At least it's something. At least it's visually entertaining. At least I can look at it and be like, okay. And that's why shorts are really popping off, because you can do really key attention-grabbing things like that with shorts. And long-form content's just getting more and more difficult. The attention spans on some people like that. There's going to be people that don't watch this video. They didn't even get here. And I don't blame you. Long-form content's hard. If you did get here, I do appreciate it. But make the content you like. Make it. If you're not here and you don't like being here, motherfuckers know. They can see it. They can smell it on you. It's like fear. They can smell it coming out of all your glands. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin Gang. See you later. But I don't know. If I was making content full-time, see, I don't want to do that, man. Because every time someone makes content full time, they just lose a little bit of it, man. They don't have that same smile. They don't walk with that. You know how like a dog just got done taking a shit and like they have that happy walk that they do? Like that's what content creators like here used to do before they actually ended up having to do this full time, before they were locked in, before this was their retirement fund. Now when they shit, they literally just sit there and they're like, oh, there's another successful shit. And then they walk away. No happy skip or nothing. It's sad. It's really sad to see.